Hi everyone, this is Cindy. Welcome back to my channel. Christmas is coming. It's the best time to give something truly special to our loved ones or treating ourselves to something very, very special. And if you've been thinking of getting a new designer handbag for yourself for Christmas, then you are at the right place. Today, I would like to share 5 tips that would be helpful for you to choose the best and the right designer handbag. Without further ado, let's get started. Tip number 1, what the bag is for. So we need to identify the functionalities of the bag. What the bag is for. Is it for work? Is it for leisure? Is it an evening bag or a party evening bag? So we need to decide. Think about it before you make a purchase and whether this bag would fit all of those purposes, or is it bag just only for one purpose, only for work, or a bag only to be used at weekends, or a bag only to be used for parties and evenings, which lead us to the next step, and which is the tip number 2, never rush into it. I think as a woman myself, I sometimes go out shopping when I see something, oh, I really love this, and then I just want to have it, and we'll all have those moments. But for a designer handbag, it's a very, very big commitment. It's a very expensive purchase. The best is to make sure that we're not going to have a major regret that costing us loads of money. So before we rush into anything, and we need to have the following to be taken into your consideration, which this leads to tip number 3. Do the research and create a short list. We need to do some research. Once you identify the bag, which kind of bag you would like to get. For example, if it's a work bag, you need to consider the following factors. For example, do you need to carry a laptop? What's the size of your laptop? Do you carry any files or paper journals with you, or pencil case, or maybe glasses case? So make sure that the bag is big enough to hold all of these essentials, and also the bag will be drawable and tough because you're going to be using it almost day in, day out for at least 5 days a week. And so if the bag is for weekend, you need to consider perhaps the bag still is a decent size, can hold your purse, car keys and house keys, and maybe a pair of sunglasses, your phone, and if it's for running around to go shopping, and so that would be something to consider. If it's for the evening, therefore the bag doesn't need to be very big, so it can be only just small, compact, can hold lipstick compact, maybe some credit card slots, and maybe just a little perfume. So something that you just need to have all these factors considered and create a short list. Once those factors is being decided, and then you create a short list with at least 5 bags on your short list, and then maybe if all 5 bags might be coming from the same brand, or they're coming from different brands, but for my opinion, I would advise that choose a similar bag from each brand. And then tip number 4, comparisons. So once you identified the 5 handbags on your short list, and then comparing them, put them together side to side, because with most of the brands having an online store, making comparisons are very easier. So you don't really need to go into the boutiques to look at them, because you can just save a link to those 5 bags that are on your short list, and then making some comparisons, taking these few points into consideration when you're comparing. Point number 1 is that the size. Which one is the best size? Is the best fits the purpose? Does the color is what your preferred color? Is there an option that might be the color is of your first choice? And then point number 2 to be considered is the material. Do you live somewhere that always raining like us in the UK? And so therefore make sure that you choose a bag. For example, if it's a work bag, it needs to be have some sort of waterproof and not a very soft lamb leather, because it's not going to go down well if you want to carry that in all sorts of weather, day in, day out, 5 days a week. So choose a material fits to the purpose of the bag. For example, if you want to have just a little evening bag or party bag, maybe a little lambskin, and it's good because it looks really luxurious and it's very soft. And although don't let it near your red wines, because lamb leather is very absorbent with any liquid, so that might ruin your bag if any drinks get onto the leather. So just bear that in mind. The next point needs to be considered is that what the prices are, because price is very, very important. I'm speaking as mainly as speaking for myself, that buying a designer handbag is quite a big chunk of money, and they're not cheap. They're very, very expensive. It's a big commitment. We want to make sure it's the right purchase. We're not going to buy it just sitting on the shelf looking at it thinking, oh my god, I've made the biggest mistake, I'm not using it very often, or etc. So we do not want that to happen. We want to buy a bag and wear it all the time to make sure that cost per wear is as low as possible. So we love the bag, we use the bag. That's the best thing if we have any designer handbag. Comparing the prices to see what's the price and the color, the size, and the price and the material, and does the bag only just a shoulder bag, only have one shoulder strap, or does it have multi ways you can carry the bag, or can you carry a bag that can be crossbody, shoulder, or maybe just handheld, turning it into a clutch. So because if you can having more ways of carrying a bag, that make the bag very, very versatile, and it feels like we're paying for one price, we got 3 bags out of it, which is excellent. So taking all of these factors into consideration when you decide, once you have compared those 5 bags on your short list, maybe narrow them down from 5 to final 3. So now you have 3 bags you really, really love, but you still can't decide which one you want to go for. And then that leads to the next step, which is step number 5. Go to a physical boutique that's stocking the bags that on your short list, or maybe a department store that's having all of these bags or having these brands within that department store, and go in there and then ask for them and then try them on. When you try them on, perhaps if they have any other colors, and try it on. And when you try the bag on, always take a selfie, because when you take a selfie, you will see whether the bag is too big for you, too small for you, it's not the proportion of the bag, whether it looks right for you, or whether you like it when you take a photo with it. So it is quite a few things that just taking a photo just makes things so obvious for ourselves to look at. And then once you tried all of this bag, and then finally you can take the plunge and make your purchase. So I always suggest that to make the purchase in person in boutiques, because you have the best service, and then you can be having that special moment making that purchase, and then from that moment on the bag is yours, and you feel like it's such a big accomplishment. You worked hard for it. You want to feel special, because those designer boutiques, they do have these days, they offer drinks, they offer champagne, they offer cakes, so all sorts of different treats there, and you also can build up this relationship with whatever the SA that served you. So I always prefer to go into the boutiques to make myself feel like special when I make that purchase. So these are the 5 tips that I hope would help you to make your decision much easier for your next designer handbag purchase. Thank you so much for watching, and please give my video a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!